So, welcome to Hendon manager Lee Allenson again. Hi Lee, how are you doing?
Not bad, yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. And also delighted to welcome to the first of these is Hendon skipper Tommy Brewer. Hi Tommy.
Hello, how are we?
Well, we're all good.
God, dear.
I think we're all getting a bit bored. Lee, we spoke a couple of weeks ago. How are you doing now? What have you been up to since we last spoke?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think I said to someone yesterday, you have good days and you have bad days, and you have to accept the bad days and enjoy the good days. At the moment, it's. I can see it going on for a lot longer than the next 3 weeks. If I'm honest, I think we're going to go right into June. I'm fortunate enough to be going away with Tommy in June, and that doesn't look like it's happening. So, in a way, that's a good thing, because sometimes we're just standing on the beach and Tommy decides he wants to pick me up, put me over his shoulder and start spinning me around 50 times. So, in a way, I'm quite pleased, but in another way, obviously, absolutely gutted that it looks like we're going to lose our holiday and probably not be able to get away now till next year.
Tommy, where were you supposed to be going?
Meant to be going Turkey, but I don't know what he's talking about because I'll be going away in the season anyway.
So, Lee, talk to us about you've started your own podcast, haven't you? All Things Football. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I watched how good your interviews were, and I aspire to be like you. So
no chance.
No, do you know, it's I've been struggling with trying to get that kind of buzz that you get on a Saturday, and on a Tuesday night, and even just being with the boys on a Thursday. So I thought it might be an idea that I like finding out about other players, what careers they've had and stuff like that. And I just decided that I'd like to try and do a podcast if I can, and try and keep active and busy, which we decided to set up the other day with a guy called Jay and Faye doing the Twitter and Billy doing all the graphics. And the last couple have gone really well. So I think it's just to try and keep me active and busy, because I'm not the easiest to live with when I've got nothing to do. So that's what we're doing, and we've got a few more guests coming on this week, and it's quite enjoyable. I enjoy it. It gives me a little bit of a buzz, and yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Excellent. And Tommy, you were injured really quite badly, weren't you, against Truro a few weeks ago? Yeah. How are you doing, injury-wise? How are you feeling first?
I've got over that now a little bit. I'm working on that sort of stuff now, my balance and everything. I've done my first 5K 2 days ago. I still can't walk right now, but I'm getting there. I'm just going to try and stay fit as much as possible. I'm lucky enough, got a gym in my back garden as well, so I ain't going to miss it too much.
So football, what are you doing now on Saturday? So Lee said today and before, how frustrating it is for all of us. For you, Saturday would be what would be your normal routine on a Saturday?
Don't know, probably get a phone call from Lee, tell me I'm not playing, and then now I'll get up. Depends where we're playing, really, because usually
it depends where he went the night before, basically. So the night before, he'd get a load of water down his neck on the Saturday morning and make out he's sober.
I'm not like that. I'm a true professional. My normal routine, I'll just get up, especially if we're playing at Hendon. I always go to a Costa in the morning, get my Costa and my panini, and I'm straight to football. I always get there early. I'm always the earliest there. I love just relaxing, chilling, thinking about everything, winding everyone up. You know what I'm like.
So, and I think you live in Hampton, don't you? So it's not an easy journey to get from there to us.
No, it's not even far, but it's just a nightmare. Obviously, the North Circular, Hanger Lane and stuff, it's a terrible way to go, but it is what it is. I do it, get on with it, I enjoy the football, so I make the most of it.
So if you just lean back a tiny bit, talk me through the tattoos on your arms. Extraordinary. What have you got there?
Loads. Got everything. You name it, I've got it all.
Is there a thing to it, or is it random?
No, not really. I've got a few like words and stuff that mean stuff to me, like things that I've lost and stuff, but yeah, not most of it is just like roses and pictures and stuff I like.
Excellent. So your relationship with Lee, why you were playing really at a high level, weren't you, before you came to us? Why did you come to us?
Well, obviously I was at Tunbridge at the start of the year. I was playing really well at Tunbridge, then things didn't go right because I got sent off after 14 minutes against Hampton. Tunbridge went on to lose that game 1-0. It was a bit of a relegation battle at the time. Obviously, Hampton have done well now. But so then Lee's dad come in for me, put a 7-day approach in for me before that. And I decided to stay at Tunbridge. And obviously a week later they let me go. It's a bit of a weird situation, and my head was all over the place. And I then went to St Albans, and they trained at 6 o'clock. I couldn't get there, literally couldn't get there on time, and that's even further than Hendon. So I was turning up to St Albans at about 7 o'clock. They started at 6. It just become a nightmare for me. And then Lee gave me a call, said, look, do you want to come here and play? Because he knew I weren't really in the best of places. And then I knew what a good side he had at Biggleswade, and I knew a few of the players anyway, like Sean and stuff. And I thought, you know what, it's probably the best thing for me now. Go into a good changing room, just enjoy myself. And then I was proven right, really. And I was just buzzing, especially with those like 6 wins that we got as well. Like everything, it was just such a good time of the season. I really enjoyed it. It was a shame that it ended that quick.
But it was a tough start, wasn't it? Because when Lee took over, things were really pretty desperate. We what, one from bottom, Lee? Is that about right, I think?
Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah.
So, Tommy, were you not concerned, joining a team that were fighting relegation at that point?
No, not really, because I always knew he'd pull it out. I knew the players that he knew, and I knew that he was going to get players in stuff. I knew he'd do a job there. So it was never a question for me. I didn't really think about it like that. My thought of joining Hendon was about me personally. I need to pick myself up and get on with it.
And you've enjoyed it so far?
I loved it. Loved every minute of it. It's been quality.
Brilliant. So, I think we can ask this. And it's not a question that's coming up in a minute. What's Lee's most annoying habit?
I've got a funny one, but a lot of people don't understand it. Obviously, he does snooze. He stands there doing this all the time. Drying his lips, trying to get a snooze up his lips.
Hey, listen, well, I haven't for the meeting.
That's his mate. I catch him. I'm playing. I look at him. He's going on the sideline, trying to get this snooze in.
Lee, it's only fair if I chuck it back to you now. Tommy's most annoying habit?
Listen, I mean, just going back on when we signed him, he's been in class since he's come to the football club. He's a leader of people. He's a leader of our changing room, and he's been brilliant. And I've always had Kieran Forbes with me as well, and decided that I thought Forbes, he doesn't need an armband to be a leader. Tommy, I feel, does, and I give Kieran like the club captain and Tommy the match day captain. And I've got to be honest, the minute he walked through the door, he changed the changing room on his head. Literally, he's an absolute pain in the backside for me at times. But I know the minute I get him out on that pitch at 3 o'clock or 6:45 or 7:45, he becomes a man mountain for me, and he's been different class, and I love him for that. But his most annoying habit, it has to be the one picking me up, because I could literally be anywhere. I could be talking to someone and he just picks me up and throws me up. When I tell you, it drives me insane, because I know I'm going to turn up, end up really dizzy. And he does it in the change room sometimes. And I mean, you see it at Dorchester when he picked me up, it drove me insane.
Brilliant. All right. Well, I think it's time for the first Beat the Manager quiz.
Let's go.
Great.
All right. So rules are very simple. 3 questions each. I'll do them alternately. If we have a tie at the end of 3, there is the excitement of a tiebreaker. God, it's exciting. Right. So Lee, we're going to go with you first. Okay. First question to you. You ready?
Yep. Ready.
Not too much sweat. Panic not set in yet. You're all right. Excellent. Question 1. How old is Tommy Brewer? And there's a supplementary bit here as well. And his date of birth.
Oh, never get that. Tommy Brewer is 28, and I don't know when his birthday is.
Tommy, would you? I think that's the wrong answer. Would I be right, Tommy?
Yeah, that is the wrong answer.
Would you like to tell us how old you are?
27.
And what's unique about? It's disgraceful, Mr. Allison. And what's unique about your birthday?
I ain't got a clue.
It's New Year's Day, isn't it?
No.
Oh, it's New Year's Day.
It's New Year, for some reason, it's New Year's Day on Football Manager. That's where you got your
It is, yeah, that's why I saw it, yeah. All right.
No, my birthday is actually the 10th of November.
I'm never getting that.
All right, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's one question and one wrong answer for you, Mr. Allinson. So, Tommy, how many clubs did Lee Allinson play for? I think there might be about 8.
I don't have enough fingers for that.
If you can name 6, you get a point. So I think there's 8. Lee, I might be wrong, but I'm going with 8.
Yeah, I'll go
Right.
with that.
Biggleswade,
Yep.
Arsley.
Yep.
Is it Stockfold?
Yep. That's 3.
Off the top of my head, this is hard. Trying to
You're less
think
than
of him.
halfway. You've only got 3. He's done 8.
Who else has he played for? Boreham Wood.
Yeah, that's 4.
I don't know if he played for St Albans or not. He must have. No, he didn't. He didn't play for St Albans, did he? Who else is there?
I
Did
think
he
the
ever play
lockdown will be over by the time we get through this question.
Nah, I'll give up.
That's
4.
disgraceful.
Four's good. 4's good. Halfway. What's wrong with that?
There used to be a saying for halfway, but we won't go into it here. I reckon, Lee, there was... well, go on, Lee. Can you tell us the others?
I did play a game for St Albans in the Charity Cup final.
That's 5 then. Cheers.
Potton United.
Never got that.
That was loads.
Edgware. I played a few games for Edgware.
There's much more than 8 then.
Played a couple of games for Barton Rovers.
Yeah.
I made my first debut at 15 for Harlow Town.
Yeah.
And I would say that's about it.
Watford?
Yeah, Watford as a kid, of course. Yeah.
Enfield?
Didn't want to drop that one, did you, Lee?
Enfield FC. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And I sadly, I've missed out on what apparently were remarkable performances that you did for Hendon this season.
I was very, very good. Very good. You asked Tommy about my performance at Needham Market.
Is that when we got what, 5-0 or something?
Yeah, but
I
there was nothing to do with you.
Oh, come on. No.
Nah, just the 11 players we had. That's all.
Okay. So it's 2 questions down, and neither of you got a point. So Lee, back to you. Same question. How many teams has Tommy played for?
This is easy for him. This ain't fair.
Other than Hendon.
St Albans, Staines, Tonbridge, Wildstone, Crawley, Brentford.
Who was I playing for when I first met you?
Don't give him any clues.
Oh, I'm nice like that.
I said Staines, didn't I?
You did.
No, it weren't the Staines.
Oh.
I've got 2 more here. I might be wrong, of course.
Oh.
I've got 3 more in my head.
3 more.
Oh.
I can't believe you're not going to get this right, Lee.
I am going to get it right. Wildstone, Staines, St Albans, Tonbridge.
I was there last year. I got 4 more.
You got 4 more?
Yeah.
There's nothing like being a loyal player, is there, Tommy?
Do you know what? I am, but I just go and help people out all the time.
Kingstonians.
Yeah.
Born Casuals.
Yeah.
And that's me done.
All right. I've got Hampton. Who else have you got?
Oh yeah,
Tommy?
Hampton. Yeah.
Too late now. I'm giving you the answer.
Carshalton. I went on loan to Carshalton from Willstone, and then I went on loan to Lewis as well.
Okay. Blimey, a lot. Okay, so we're 3 questions down. Neither of you got a point yet. So, Tommy, how old was Lee when his dad Ian played for Arsenal?
What have I got an age gap to get here?
No, if you'd listened to the remarkable 40-minute interview that Lee and I did a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that
Lee
bored me to death. Honestly. I left that, clicked off that, bored me to death.
Oh, that makes me feel like...
Not like I'm already bored already at home doing nothing. That added to it.
Probably you and many other people. Any idea? So how old was Lee when his dad played for Arsenal?
I'm going to go... this is clueless for me. I'm going to say about 10.
Lee, do you want to tell him the right answer?
3. 1 to 3.
Okay. So this is really good now. We're 4 questions down.
Brilliant. This is it. Now I'm going to win it.
Yeah, and I think you are, because I've made this one easy for you, Lee, because I didn't want to embarrass you. So back to you. So Lee Allenson, who is allegedly the worst trainer in the team?
This is embarrassing. I'm
Right.
going. See you later.
It actually isn't Tommy Brewer because he doesn't train, so he can't. Cannot be Tommy Brewer. No,
That's a lie. I do train.
Listen, when I signed Tommy, we had a little agreement in place because he come for a lot less money. So I helped him with his training nights because the travel is quite hard. But when he trains, we call him the session terrorist because he just ruins every session that we've got on. So it is Tommy Brewer.
Excellent. You've got a point. Amazing. Right. So, Mr.
What's mine?
Brewer,
Who's
this is
the
your
worst manager I've played for? 'Cause I'll get that easy.
Right. This is your last chance, Mr. Brewer, to pull level here. Ready?
Yes.
Which current teammate of yours was Lee Allenson sent off against when he played?
Sam Corcoran.
Very good. So somehow, after 3 questions each, with the score at 1-1, we get to a tie-break.
Looking forward to it.
Really? Right. Are you ready? Just shout out. Okay, it's a simple enough one. Just shout out if you know the answer. Which player and manager had the nickname Mad Dog?
Vinnie Jones.
No.
Ah.
Mad Dog. God.
Yep.
Oh. How do I not know this?
I haven't got any other questions. One of you got to get this right.
Martin Allen.
Very
Yeah,
good, Mr. Allenson.
Who told you that?
Look at my life, no one. It just come in my head.
I know his boy
It's in
Charlie as
there.
well. I played with Charlie at Brentford.
Easy.
So you know his son and you didn't know the answer.
Yeah,
That's
how did I
disgraceful,
not
Mr.
get
Brewer.
that? Why do I think
You
Vinnie
played
Jones?
for
I think
Brentford,
Chop.
So by some absolute fluke and miracle, Lee, you appear to have won.
Easy work, mate. Easy work. We've got to let Tommy go in a minute. He's got a big tennis match to play.
All right. Well, so Tommy, obviously you can't play football anyway. How far away, if you could play, how far away from fitness are you now, do you think?
Oh, I could play now. Easy.
Okay.
Easy. I don't
All
train
right.
anyway, so I just turn up on a Saturday, 90 minutes, light work.
All right.
To be fair to him, he was trying to play a week or two after the injury. He was literally desperate to get out there and play. And I like that about Tommy. He wants to play at all costs if he can.
All right.
Who was we meant to play after Walton on the
Beaconsfield.
Saturday? Yeah, that's the game I was aiming for.
Okay.
I would have just done straps on the ankle and then got on with it.
Don't tell him.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, thanks for being a great sport. We wish you well. Hopefully we'll see you back whenever we get some football. Lee, congratulations on a remarkable triumph. Well done.
Thank you. Easy work.
We'll have a chat about who we can get in the hot seat next time for Beat the Manager Part 2.
Well, have I got no nomination, no?
Would you like to? Who would you nominate, Tommy?
Who would I nominate? I would nominate someone funny. Tommy Smith.
Tommy Smith.
Get him on.
What do you reckon, Mr. Allenson?
Yeah, I'm ready for him.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll see if we can get hold of Tommy and we'll do another one of these. But before then, Lee, thank you very much.
No,
Tommy, thank you very much.
Take care. Cheers for that.